It's 2025 and April is already upon us. The dust has barely settled on KCW's first show of the year, where we saw some new challenges, new straps from deathmatch to straight grabs. This is Fletch, bringing you the story so far before we head into KCW Kaiju fight at the Hairy Dog on April 27th. First up, we've got the return of the Boozerweight champion, David Grant, who missed February's Enter the Double Dragon due to injury. Now, with a clean bill of health, the Dark Fruits daddy looks to mark his territory in KCW's first ever championship scramble, featuring challengers such as the locally sourced Beef Rourke, Hellbound alumni Harley Harris, KCW newcomer Liam McCarthy, and more. Next on the card, Tyler Owens faces off against the head-popping Henry Faust in singles competition. Owens made an explosive start to the year in February, taking the fight to the last journeyman Gary J in what would prove to be another in a long list of grueling battles for the young fighter. Ultimately, Owens would come up short, rejecting the show of respect from J and thus revealing a new Tyler Owens for whom victory is all that matters. Now, all that stands in the way of that all-important first win of the year is none other than Henry Faust, an equally impressive competitor seeking his second victory since his debut last April at KCW Surprise You're Dead. Third on, it's singles action with Antonio Gonzalez versus Jason Joshua. As always in KCW, where the deathmatch fuckboy goes, controversy follows, as was illustrated in the shocking finale of KCW Enter the Double Dragon, in which the challenger laid waste to the Deathwolf Alton Thorne in a violent post-match assault. On the 27th, however, Gonzalez may have a bigger problem on his hands in the shape of Big Daddy Unicorn Jason Joshua, who back in February was revealed to have grown in both size and ferocity. Will this new warlike attitude be the key to new heights for the Unicorn? Or will the fuckboys' campaign of destruction continue? And for the first half main event, the gold is on the line. Following a successful defense at Enter the Double Dragon, the openweight champion Blue She took to the mic and I quote, "I am fucking sick and tired of playing with all these sweaty balls. Give me a bitch." And with that, a mysterious interloper appeared on stage who revealed herself to be none other than Millie McKenzie. Blue She has made clear her intentions to be a fighting champion, and her infectious energy and seemingly invincible spirit has garnered her the full support of the Kumite faithful, worshipping her like some kind of shamanic deity. But the former Voodoo Queen's power, will that be enough to fend off the no-nonsense smash-mouth technique of McKenzie in this violent clash of styles? Opening the second half of the show is the first defense of the newly crowned tag team champions British Top Team. To mark the occasion, Lou Nixon and Brett Semtex have opened the floor to all challengers to come and test their mettle against Britain's most dominant tag team. Responding to the challenge all the way from the United States is Tennessee's own Lizzie and Peyton Blair, the Goons of Scenic City. Though new to the Kumite, the Goons will be a familiar sight to deathmatch fans for their violent encounters with the greatest the States have to offer. But as many will attest, there is no one quite like British Top Team. The penultimate bout of the evening is the first time ever meeting of the deathmatch slasher Tombi and the vulgar display of power, Franco Fate. Ever since turning up at the Kumite in 23, Franco Fate has gone to 0 to 100 on the British deathmatch scene, making appearances at every major promotion, just like their Hellmouth did when he first came bursting onto the scene at KCW Cold November Pain. Expect carnage in this one, as Fate will need to plumb the depths of depravity in order to go toe-to-toe with one of the sickest men in KCW history. And your main event of the evening, the deathmatch Kaiju B.A. Rose versus the Deathwolf Alton Thorne. Unlike the match before, these two are no strangers, having gone to war not once but twice previously in a KCW ring. So we already know this one will be one of the King Freak's toughest defenses. But how will the events of Enter the Double Dragon affect this? As mentioned, Antonio Gonzalez will be present, so can the champ watch his back and face one of his greatest opponents at the same time? All these questions will be answered on the 27th of April at the Hairy Dog in Derby. Check the link in the description below to secure your tickets and catch up on all of the action from our previous shows on IWTV. My name is Fletch, and I'll see you soon.